Hi guys, I am Rayna Gill. My pronouns are she and her. I like if you call me Rayna, but you can also call me Ms. Gill if you'd rather do that, or in French it's Madame Gill or Madame. I live with my husband David and our two children. Huxley is starting fourth grade on Tuesday, and Remy is starting kindergarten on Tuesday. So they go to Ann Arbor Public Schools and they are learning from home. And I'm teaching from home, so you'll probably see them pop into the video this semester. That's very likely. I want to talk to you about our learning software. It's called Brightspace, and it's the program that Michigan Virtual uses to do all of their courses. So most of you will have lots of courses in Brightspace, and it's going to seem probably confusing at first. It was for me, and then you'll get really used to it. A lot of your friends who are not doing Virtual Academy are also learning a different program, but theirs is called Canvas. Some of you might have classes in both, and it'll just be like anything you learn. It's like a little tricky and weird, and then it gets normal. I want to talk about our Zoom meetings. So, Zoom. A lot of you have had experience already with Zoom in the spring or, at home. I don't have an answer yet from Plymouth Canton about whether we are required to meet as a whole class on Zoom 3 times a week, or whether I can put you into like smaller working groups and meet with those small groups, which is my preference. I like if you can be in a smaller group of like only 4 people, because we can get to know each other, you can get comfortable with those people, it can become this really safe environment where you're not talking in front of a huge group, and then it's easier to share your ideas, it's easier to be heard. I think you probably learn more if you feel more like safe and comfortable and just with a few people that you like. So my preference for Zoom is to kind of create these like low pressure, like campfire groups that you're with. We may have to be meeting as a big group so we can take attendance and do other things, and I'll let you know when I know. I don't quite know all the details yet. They're still kind of working that out. So this first week we're meeting at the times that I put in the letter, and then I'll let you know. Let's see. Because you're doing a class through the Virtual Academy, you are going to get to do a lot of like self-paced work. You can go more slowly if you want to, you can go more quickly if you want to, which means that you guys are going to be at different places in the curriculum. You won't all be like on the same unit at the same time. And you're also going to get to work when you want, if you're a night person or a morning person or whatever. When we meet in Zoom, because we're not going to all be in the same place, we're going to do kind of bigger concepts. So in history, for example, we'll hopefully in our smaller groups we'll be having discussions about current events and bigger ideas. And in French, I'll be telling you a story. And at the lower levels of French, don't worry, it'll be really, really slow, easy to understand story, and you'll be answering me like yes, no, and telling me how much you understand and if you need me to repeat it and all that. So we'll kind of do those things together. Okay, school supplies. What do you need for this class? You need a pen and a notebook, pencil and a notebook. You need a computer that can record video and audio, and you need headphones, and you need internet access like Wi-Fi. And the district can provide you with all of those things if you don't have them. So if you go to my long letter, there's a link and to get like where you get free or low cost internet access, where you can get a Chromebook. They should give it to you for free. They make you pay for insurance, but if you can't afford it, then they don't make you pay for insurance, and it's like a lot of complex wording, but you should be able to get this stuff for free if you need it. Everybody should get what they need from the district for all of this stuff. So computer with camera and microphone, Wi-Fi, headphones, notebook, pencil. And then the other thing you need is a place in your apartment, your house, wherever, that is like your work spot. That's really, really important, because if you get in the habit of always working in the same place, then your brain gets into a good routine and it becomes much easier to focus and concentrate. So, for example, if you always do your schoolwork at the kitchen table and then always go on your phone on the couch, then when you come and sit at the kitchen table, you're less likely to go on your phone. You're more likely to like start your class. Unless you have your own room all to yourself, it's kind of hard to like carve out your own spot. So you have to kind of be creative about it. Some people like work on their bed. Some people work in like my sons. We carved them, like made them like little spots in our living room with their backs to each other and facing the wall. So it's not like a private spot, but they each have like their own little spot where they're working with headphones, and hopefully it will work. So I can help you think about that if you want to try to kind of brainstorm about like, okay, where in my home will my little brothers and sisters not bother me, and like I can put my headphones on and tune out the TV and like work. It's not that easy. Okay, a little more about me. So I grew up in Ann Arbor. I've mostly lived in Michigan. I'm 44 years old, and for maybe 10 of those years I lived in other places. I love nature. I love like Michigan natural beauty. I love camping. I love to read and do puzzles. I love to like have long like schmoozy conversations with friends. I'm learning to be a better cook. That's something I'm like working on and kind of and I'm enjoying, and I'm okay. I like to eat, so I want to like learn how to be a better cook. I'm a really slow cook. My kids and I like to sing and build Legos and just like goof around and be silly. My dad's family's from Detroit and my mom's family is from Philadelphia and New York City. As a young person, I did a lot of gymnastics, and then I got involved in theater, like in middle school, and did a lot of that. And in high school, I was mostly focused on school and friends, and I also did some kind of like anti-racism work, like tolerance education, which is something I'm still working on kind of personally and thinking about. I think it's really important. I have a brother. He lives in Orlando with his family. I went to Vassar College, which is in upstate New York, and I majored in international studies. So I got to spend a semester, like 4 months, in northwestern India when I was about 20, which was really, really cool. Par meri Hindi achi nahi hai. It's supposed to mean I'm not really good at the language anymore because it's been a long time. I love to travel though. I worked in nonprofit for about 5 years before I came back to Ann Arbor and went to U of M to like get an education degree. So I worked in and lived in Boston and in New York City and in Los Angeles and did some interesting stuff. And my husband and I love to travel, like when it's not COVID, right? So we've been to Mexico and England and Belgium and France, and I would really like to go to like somewhere in Francophone, like French-speaking Africa, like Senegal or Morocco, sometime when I have a chance. This is my 15th year teaching at Salem, even though right now I'm teaching from my house. And I'm passionate about world history and about French, and I love to teach. I love connecting with teenagers. I love to hear your stories and your perspectives on life and to watch you grow academically and socially. And although I'm still learning how to do like virtual teaching well, I am really comfortable with teaching and helping you and explaining anything. And so I'm looking forward to this kind of adventure of online learning. I think it's cool you can go at your own pace, and I get to connect with you individually. And we'll learn together about what works for all of us in the weeks to come. And we'll try some things, and we'll fail, and we'll try, and we'll succeed, and we'll support each other. And we're going to take it really slowly at first and try not to get off running until everybody's comfortable with the technology and we have our kind of our grounding. So because this is not an easy time right now for a lot of reasons for a lot of us, and so my main goal is to support you as people and in your learning, and I am here for you, and I'm excited to like virtually meet you on Tuesday. All right, take care.